This isn't just a video. This is a wake-up call. If you're tired of being average, tired of overthinking, tired of waiting for life to change, then this message is for you. Watch till the end. Something inside you will shift. Look around you. The noise, the opinions, the endless stream of notifications, judgments, expectations, and crises. It feels like a storm, doesn't it? A perpetual hurricane designed to shake you from your foundation, to make you doubt your path, to react, to fear, to succumb. But what if I told you that the single greatest power you will ever possess lies not in controlling the storm, but in deciding with an unbreakable conviction that you will no longer be affected by it? This is not about building a higher wall. This is about realizing you were never in the storm to begin with. You are the eye of the hurricane, still, unmoved, potent, and from that place of profound inner stillness, you can command everything. This is the ultimate mastery. This is what it means to act as if nothing affects you. It begins in the mind. Every single external event is neutral until it passes through the filter of your perception. The same event that crushes one person becomes the fuel for another's legendary comeback. Why? Because the second person has built a fortress within their own cognition. They understand a fundamental law of the universe, one that Napoleon Hill discovered in his decades of studying the most powerful men and women on Earth. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. Your circumstances are not your reality. Your interpretation of those circumstances is your reality. So the first command, the non-negotiable first step, is to reclaim sovereignty over your own thinking. You must become the gatekeeper of your mind. Every thought of doubt, every whisper of fear, every invitation to anger or resentment, you must see it for what it is. An intruder, a usurper trying to steal your throne. And you, as the sovereign of your own consciousness, have the absolute right to deny it entry. This is not positive thinking. This is ruthless thinking. This is the discipline of choosing, moment by moment, the thoughts that serve your empire, and ejecting, with violent intention, those that seek to destroy it. This power of interpretation is fueled by a force so potent it can bend reality itself. Belief. Not a passive hope, but a core deep, unshakable certainty that what you have declared in your mind is already a fact, merely awaiting its manifestation in the physical world. Every great inventor, from Edison to Ford, operated from this space. Edison did not believe he could create the light bulb. He knew he would. He acted for years through 10,000 so-called failures, as if the success was an inevitability. His external reality, the broken filaments, the skeptics, the empty coffers, did not affect his internal reality. He was acting from the finish line. He was living in the reality he had constructed in his mind, and the physical world had no choice but to eventually catch up. This is the power you must harness. You must believe in your vision with such a feverish intensity that it becomes more real to you than the temporary obstacles in your path. Your belief becomes the lens through which you see everything. A setback is not a failure. It is a test of your belief. A critic is not a naysayer. They are a phantom, an illusion your mind creates to see if you are truly serious. When you act as if nothing affects you, you are proclaiming to the universe that your belief is the supreme authority, and all else is irrelevant noise. But belief without a target is just energy without direction. It dissipates into the ether. This is why you must have a definite chief aim, not a vague wish, not a It would be nice if a burning, singular, overwhelmingly specific purpose that sears your soul, a vision so clear you can taste it, feel it, hear the sounds of it. This aim is your compass. When the winds of chaos blow, you do not look at the waves, you look at your compass. When opinions try to push you off course, you glance at your compass. It is your unwavering guide. This is what guided Carnegie to build an empire of steel, what drove Disney to imagine a world of magic amidst bankruptcy and war. They held a picture in their minds that was so vivid, so detailed, that it acted as a gravitational pull, drawing all their actions, their decisions, and their energy toward its realization. Your aim is your North Star. And when you are locked onto it, the clouds of doubt, the storms of circumstance cannot obscure your path. You move with a purpose that renders you impervious to distraction. You are a missile, and your aim is the target. Nothing else matters. This fusion of unshakable belief and a definite aim crystallizes into a force even more powerful. Faith. Not a religious faith, but an applied faith. The unwavering knowing that the universe is conspiring in your favor, that every event is happening for you, not to you. This is the ultimate expression of acting as if nothing affects you. You see the challenge, the rejection, the delay, and you do not crumble. You lean in and ask, what is this here to teach me? How is this strengthening me? How is this forcing me to innovate, to adapt, to become a version of myself that is more capable of holding the immense success I have called into my life? This was the mindset of Lincoln, facing defeat after defeat, loss after loss, yet never losing faith in his ultimate purpose. He understood that the temporary afflictions were sculpting him, forging him into the man strong enough to hold a nation together. Your applied faith is your armor. It is the deep, internal knowing that you are on the right path, even when every external sign seems to suggest otherwise. You act as if you cannot lose, because in the grand scheme of your purpose, you truly cannot. Every experience is fuel. This armor of applied faith is not passive. It demands a corresponding action, a discipline of the highest order. To act as if nothing affects you is not to be passive. It is to be impeccably proactive. It is to understand that your power lies not in your reaction, but in your initiated action. While others are tossed about by the waves of emotion and external drama, you are the one building the ship. You are laying the whole, plank by painstaking plank, through daily, disciplined action. This is the rhythm of mastery. It is the relentless commitment to showing up, even, especially, when you do not feel like it. Your feelings are irrelevant. Your mood is irrelevant. The action is everything. This is the discipline that built the pyramids, that put a man on the moon, that creates fortunes from nothing. It is the quiet, daily victory of choosing your purpose over your comfort, your aim over your anxiety. You are not waiting for the storm to pass. You are learning to build in the rain. And with every action taken despite the fear, every plank laid despite the doubt, your ship becomes more seaworthy. Until soon, no wave can sink it. You become unstoppable, not because the sea is calm, but because you have built something unsinkable. This discipline finds its purest expression in the mastery of time, starting with the sacred hours of the morning. How you begin your day is how you design your life. Win the morning, and you win the day. This is not a cliche. It is a strategic imperative. The first hours after you wake are a blank canvas. Will you allow the world to splatter its chaos upon it with the first glance at the phone, the first hit of negative news, the first reaction to someone else's agenda? Or will you protect that canvas with ferocious intensity? Will you claim it for yourself, for your vision, for your definite chief aim? This is where you act, with violent clarity, as if the outside world does not exist. Your morning ritual is your declaration of independence from the chaos. It is where you cement your belief through visualization. You stoke the fire of your purpose through study. You fortify your body through movement, and you align your spirit through silence. You are programming your subconscious for the day ahead, telling it exactly what reality you intend to create. You are becoming the eye of the hurricane before the world even knows a storm is coming. When you emerge from your sanctuary, you are not seeking motivation. You are radiating it. You are a force of nature, already victorious, and the day must bend to your will. And as you move through your day, this mastery extends to your environment, most critically, to your circle of influence. You must understand this. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your income, your health, your mindset, your very reality is being shaped by those you allow into your inner sanctum. To act as if nothing affects you is a lie if you are constantly surrounded by voices of doubt, mediocrity, and complaint. Their energy is not just noise, it is a toxin. It seeps into your subconscious and begins to rewrite your blueprint. You must audit your relationships with ruthless precision. This is not about being cruel. It is about having such a profound respect for your own potential that you refuse to allow it to be diminished. You must seek out the eagles, not the turkeys. You must find your mastermind, your alliance of those who are also on the path, who share a burning desire for growth, who will challenge you and hold you to a higher standard. Just as Carnegie surrounded himself with giants, you must consciously construct an environment that pulls you upward. Protect your mental space as if it were the most valuable territory on earth, because it is. This path is not a straight line to effortless triumph. It is a forge, and the hammer that shapes you is adversity. This is the great secret they never tell you. The challenges are not obstacles to your success. They are the prerequisites for it. They are the training. Every failure is a lesson paid for in experience, the one currency that cannot be faked. Every rejection is a redirection to something more aligned with your purpose. Every single time you're knocked down, you are presented with a sacred choice: to see it as an affliction or to see it as data. The man who acts as if nothing affects him does not see a wall. He sees a measurement. He sees how high he must jump, how strong he must become. He thanks the obstacle for revealing a weakness he now gets to strengthen. This resilient mindset transforms the very fabric of your journey. The pressure that shatters the weak is the very pressure that creates the diamond in the strong. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" And you start commanding, "What is this preparing me for?" You begin to walk through fire not with fear, but with the curiosity of a scientist and the faith of a warrior, knowing you will emerge on the other side, tempered, hardened, and infinitely more valuable. Keep learning nonstop. Believe you're never done growing. True strength is being steady in purpose, but flexible in how you reach it. Study great minds like Tesla and Rockefeller. Their genius was habit, not luck. Be both a mountain and a river. firm in vision, adaptable in action. Act like nothing can shake you and become unstoppable. If this hit your soul, don't just watch, act. Subscribe, stay hungry, and share this with someone who needs to remember who they are. Your future is waiting. Don't keep it waiting long.